welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining me on the mat today. Today we want to specifically deal with jet lag and its effects on the body. So take a comfortable seat on your mat and let's get started. Usually when we're jet lagged, we're also feeling stiffness in the joints and in the muscles. So in this short 15-minute session, we'll be looking at stretching the body and getting lots of deep breaths in. So let's begin in a comfortable seat, arms at your sides, and take a deep breath in. And release. One more time, deep breath in and release. We'll stretch through the side ribs by breathing in, raising the arms. Support yourself with your right hand and stretch to the left. Try to keep the spine straight. Try to keep that top shoulder open and breathe. Going over center, we'll take it over to the left side, dropping the left hand, stretching up to the sky as we stretch through those ribs and spine. Back to center, we're going to twist it to the right. So deep inhale. Take the left hand to the right knee, support the spine, and twist. Coming back to center, raise both arms. We'll do the same thing to the left. Back to center, extend the arms, stretch the hands and the arms away from the torso. Spread the fingers wide. Take both arms forward, cross the right arm under the left, and see if you can bring your palms together. Stretching through the scapula here, the back side of the body. We're going to lift the elbows and bow forward slightly. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you bow down. One more time on this side. And we'll switch sides. Extending the arms wide. Bringing the left arm under the right. Bringing the palms together if you can. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you bow down. One more time, inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you come forward. Now we're going to bring the hands to the back body and interlace the fingers. Arms are straight, shoulder blades squeeze together. Inhale, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, stretch the arms through if you can. And breathe deep into the chest. Trying to get as much oxygen flowing through the body as we can. So really following those breathing cues. They're just as important as the movement. Let's go ahead and get into tabletop. So the hands are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. Couple of cat-cows here to loosen up the spine. On the inhale, you're going to drop the belly slightly, lift the gaze. Looking straight ahead for the inhale. On the exhale, we'll tuck the pelvis, push through the shoulder blades widen, the pelvis tilts forward. Let's do that 2 more times. Now extend the right foot, extend the right leg behind you, pushing the heel away from the body to stretch the calf and the hamstrings, to find a bit of mobility in the ankle. And we'll do the same thing with the left side. Dropping that foot to the ground, shifting back slightly to push that heel away from the body, stretching through the calf, the foot itself, the hamstring. Next, we'll come into a child's pose. So bringing the hips back, leaving the hands where they are, dropping the torso, the forehead down to the mat, stretching through the lower back, the hips, the fronts of the feet. Breathing nice and deep here. Child's pose also aids with digestion, which it can also be a problem when we're traveling and when we're jet-lagged. So this is a great one to help an unhappy tummy. And then from here we'll come into a downward dog. So the fingers are spread, the arms are extended, knees stay where they are, curl up the toes, and lift the hips up to the sky. Keep the knees nicely bent and just pedal through the feet gently, waking up the shoulders here and the hips. And then we'll crisscross our feet up towards the hands. Coming into a forward fold at the top of your mat or your towel. Let your head hang, keep the knees nicely bent. So forward fold has two benefits here. Of course, we're stretching through the spine, letting the weight of the head stretch the spine out. And as well, we're already here getting oxygen to the brain because the head is lower than the heart. So blood moving from the heart, from the torso to the brain, delivering oxygen. So let's stay here for a moment. Walk the fingers to the left. Walk the fingers to the right and hold. And then come back to center. We're going to move into chair pose from here, Utkatasana. So bring your toes together. Allow your heels to be an inch or so apart. Squeeze the knees together, bend deeply, and sweep the arms up for chair pose. Once you're in this position, remember that we don't want the back to be arched. We want to have a nice straight line. So slight tucking of the spine here, of the tailbone. Slight tucking of the tailbone will help you to have that nice straight line. Again, the goal here is to get the blood moving to the larger muscles, waking up the body. And coming into Tadasana. In Tadasana, we'll raise the arms as we did in seated. Take another stretch to the right by grasping the left wrist, pulling slightly. Releasing, coming to center. Same thing on the right, pulling the right arm to the left. Back to center. Let's take it into goddess pose. So the toes are pointing slightly outward, heels toward each other, arms above you for a big stretch. And then on the exhale, we'll take it into goddess pose. And back out. And we'll do that 2 more times. And hold. Take the arms back up. Bring the hands to the waist. Point the toes forward. We're going to go into a wide-legged forward fold. So keeping the back straight, bending at the hips. And then when you're at about 90 degrees, dropping the hands to the mat. Again, letting the head hang. Another opportunity for blood to move towards the brain. Swinging that head yes and no, loosening up the neck, loosening up the shoulders. And from here, we're going to come into Malasana Yogi Squat. So we turn the heels in here slightly and move your feet to a place where you feel the yogi squat will come easily to you. So I like to move my feet in a little closer to each other and slowly come into this squat just to protect my knees. Once you're here, you can take your elbows to the inside of the knees, give them a little push, bring the palms of the hand together. And we'll just hang out here for a moment. Opening up those hips, working on strength in the ankles, waking up the body, extending the spine. Two more breaths. Then releasing the arms, bring your hands behind you, come into a seated position. Let's lie down on the mat for our final stretch, bringing the right knee to the chest, extending the left leg, heel stays on the mat. And then we'll switch sides. Left knee to chest, hands around the outside of the knee, extending the right leg. Both knees to the chest, massaging the lower back by making small circles with the knees. Going in the other direction. And then gently coming back up to a sitting position. I hope you enjoyed these couple of minutes with me, waking up the body, rejuvenating, and I hope you'll join me for other classes that I have on my YouTube channel. Have a great day. Have a great vacation.